Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. I am your host, Lorna, certified food freedom coach and founder of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy. I've spent 10 years in an unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, over-exercising, and feeling insecure in my body. This podcast is all about helping you get to the root of your food struggles and teaching you how to rewire your brain so you can end binge eating. If you're ready to improve your relationship with food and cultivate more self-love towards yourself and your health, this is the podcast for you. So let's get to it and jump right in. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. It is almost 9 p.m. in the evening. It's past my bedtime, but I actually want to talk to you guys about something today that's kind of relative to what happened today. So it's almost 9 o'clock. I haven't put a podcast out, and I've had this goal that I've been wanting to put out a podcast every single day because I'm here to change the world. I'm here to help you heal your relationship with food. I am here to help you stop binge eating. I am so committed to that. I am wanting nothing more than to see you guys feel so at peace, so free, so balanced around food. And how easy is it to say you want to do something, but you just don't do it? How easy is it to say, I really want this, but I'm tired. I really want this, but it's too late. I really want this, but maybe I'll try tomorrow. I really want this, but I have gotten to where I am today with my relationship with food because I was integral with my word. When I said that I wanted to heal my relationship with food, I didn't half-ass it. I didn't kind of try. I went all in. And I showed up for myself, even on the days where I was tired, or even on the days where I had a bad body image day, or even on the days I had doubt and I had fear. I still showed up for myself, just like I'm doing today. How easy would it have been for me to be like, oh, well, just going to go to bed. Maybe tomorrow I'll just put up another podcast. No, I've got lives to change. I'm committed to helping 1 million of you conquer binge eating. I can't just say, oh, well, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. Being integral with your word will change your life. What do you want? What is your goal? Maybe your goal is to feel better in your own skin. Maybe your goal is to stop tracking calories. Maybe your goal is to completely stop binge eating. But are you doing the things that you say you want to do? I want a better relationship with food. What are you doing? I want to feel better in my own skin. What are you doing? And this is not to shame you or to judge yourself or be like, oh, crap, I haven't been doing those things. But it's just to bring awareness to be like, oh, well, this actually can be quite exciting, because imagine if I actually put action towards the things that I actually want to do. Imagine if I did all the things that I said I was going to do. I would be so much further along. It's easy to say just one last binge. It's easy to say, I'll get in a walk tomorrow, even though I know the fresh air, even if it's cold, I know the fresh air makes me feel so much better, but I'll just do it tomorrow. Even going to a yoga class. Yesterday, I went to a yoga class at 7:30 at night. And it's dark outside, it's cold. I love being cozy at home. It's so much more comfortable than having to put on a jacket, get changed and drive to yoga, even though it's like 8 minutes away. How easy would it have been for me to just be like, I'm just not going to go. I'm going to stay inside. Even though what I know I want is to get in a stretch. Even though I know it's going to make me feel better. Even though I know that it's good for my mental health. It's good for my body. It's good to socialize with people. I work from home all day. It's easy to say, just not tonight. I don't feel like it. But sometimes you're not going to feel like it.
But who are you in those moments? Well, I said this is what I wanted to do. I said that this is what I wanted in my life. I said I wanted a better relationship with food. I said I was committed to stopping my binge eating. So if I just say one more time, I'm just going to give in, one more time, I'm just going to binge one more time. If I said I was going to reach out to that coach and I haven't reached out to that coach yet, where are you not being integral with your word? I do this in so many areas of my life. In my business, I'm integral. If I say I'm going to do something, you bet your bottom butt I'm going to do it. With my relationship with food, as I was healing, I said I was going to conquer, and I did. I said I was going to stop my binge eating, and I did. I said I was going to improve my relationship with food. I said I was going to stop my binge eating, and I did it. But even the little things, where are you not being integral with your word? I said I was going to work out today, and I didn't do it. And I think sometimes people swing on the other side of the spectrum where they're like, but I got to give myself grace and I got to give myself self-compassion. And you absolutely need to. But there's a difference between giving yourself grace and self-compassion. And I know that something is going to make me feel really good, like moving my body, and I'm just so tired, I'm not going to do it. That's different than I'm feeling burnt out and my body needs rest. Do you see the difference? I'm going to give myself grace and self-compassion because I just binged, and well, I'm going to give myself grace and self-compassion because I've only been on my journey for a week. So I'm going to give myself grace. Versus I know that eating an entire box of cookies does not make me feel good. And it doesn't mean I have to guilt and shame myself, but I said that I was going to be more mindful. Okay, I'm just noticing it. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to judge myself, but I'm just noticing it. I said that I was going to go for a walk today because I know it literally clears my head and it makes me feel so good mentally, physically, mentally, emotionally. It makes me feel so good. And I said I was going to do it, but I decided to just stay at home because it's so much more comfortable. Like, it's in the little things, you guys. When I say I'm going to get up on my first alarm, I get up on my first alarm. When I say I'm going to heal my relationship with food, I did that. When I say I'm going to stop my binge eating, I did that. If you started today being more integral with your word, your life would change in the most beautiful way. We often say, I want something, but we do something different. I want a better relationship with food, but I'm still going to weigh myself every single day. And I am just not going to give up my food rules. I say I want to stop my binge eating, but just one last time. It's not going to hurt. It's just one last time. But everything adds up. Start being more integral with your word in the big things, but also in the small things. Even a bedtime. I literally tell myself, I go to bed at this time. Do you have to be perfect? No, that's not what this is about. But when you're integral with your word, what do? You build self-confidence. You build self-trust. I have never doubted myself in the sense that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Do I have doubt along the way? Yes. Doubt comes for the ride, but it's not in the driver's seat. I don't let doubt hold me back. This is the difference. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it, even if I'm scared. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Even if it feels challenging or scary, I still do it. I don't say on day one, I'm so excited, I'm going to heal my relationship with food. And then 1 day in, 2 days in, I'm like, oh, this is hard. Okay, not going to do it anymore. Who do you want to be? You want to be that person that follows through, that commits to what it is that she says she wants to do. And I know that that's who you are. To be integral with your word, with the big things, with the small things, and your life is absolutely going to change. I've gotten here today, over 3 years binge free, running this business, living my life, feeling so free, feeling so good, living my life, loving my life, because I'm a woman of my word. I always do the things that I say I'm going to do. And that's why I'm here today. So I feel like this was so fitting with this episode because I got busy today. I had an amazing Q&A call with my clients inside my Eat Normally program. It was like 90 minutes and I just answered all their questions in regards to intuitive eating. I had a masterclass that I ran for my clients inside of the Root and Rewire membership that was so amazing on how to reframe your diet culture thoughts. I went to yoga. I got in my workouts. I did content. Like, there's things that I need to do. But it's 9 o'clock and I can easily say, well, whatever, I'm tired. I had all these other things to do. So like, I'm just not going to do it. It's not who I am. It's not who I am. So here we are. We did it. I'm committed. But as I've been saying in previous podcast episodes, this does not mean that things need to be perfect or I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. You can also change your mind. You can have different goals. So for example, you could say, I really want to lose weight, and you go on all these diets and you recognize, oh, wait, this is not for me. And it's actually making me more obsessed with food. You're allowed to change your mind. That's still being integral. You're listening to your intuition. You're following your alignment. There might come a day where I'm like, I'm not going to be doing a daily podcast anymore. There's different focuses in my life, but I'm still integral because I do the things that I say I'm going to do. So you can have seasons, you can have periods of your life where you change your mind. You thought you were going to be dieting for the rest of your life, and then you're like, you know what? Intuitive eating actually feels way better. Like, you can change your mind. That's beautiful. So go and do the things that you say you're going to do every single day. Commit to yourself. Commit. You say you want to go to bed at 9:30, go to bed at 9:30. You said you want to move your body 3 times a week, move your body 3 times a week. You said, this is the time, I'm ready to heal my relationship with food. I'm going to reach out to Lorna. I'm going to get some support. Do it. I'm waiting for you in my messenger inbox. Can't wait to hear from you. That's all, you guys. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. I love you. Go be integral with your word and go change your life.